The water features at Hampton Court are terrific, and before the show started we met Dave Green, the designer behind the last of the lifestyle gardens, the Stop and Pause garden, to uncover the inspiration behind the design.
This is a woodland on a lorry. My name's Dave Green and I've designed the Stop and Pause garden. The garden's inspired by an interest in meditation and relaxation and the way nature can help with that. In everyday life you have to cope with a lot of stresses and strains. The idea of being in nature and being able to relax a little bit I think is a really appealing one to a lot of people. This is the first time I've done a garden at Hampton Court to be judged for a medal. As soon as you're doing anything that's sort of being assessed or in a competition, you end up worrying about every little bit. So this is the design for the garden, and it's a woodland garden, so there's trees all around, and the main feature for the garden is the raised deck and the archway seating area. So that's the sort of focal point with a pond in the centre. So we've got the main gravel pathway, which is just here in front of us, and going up the steps. And then the deck is a different surface, and then coming back down we're going to have stepping stones through the trees and through the woodland planting. Hopefully it'll be a serene place to sit after all this hecticness and busyness of building it. As well as the plants coming today, we're also working on, we're cladding the pond, so we're putting all the boards around the water feature, so that should be done today. But one of the main things that's happening is the holes all have all the trees in today. It's going to be a challenge to get all of those in, as well as everything else that's happening. The boards we're using are reclaimed floorboards, so they got an old lime wash on the back, but they're going into the pond, so the lime will come off in the pond. So I'm taking most of it off to stop the pond going cloudy once they're in it.
We've got to keep him busy, so that it's a learning process, isn't it? And he's learning lots on this job. He's learning how to manage everything, do everything, and actually achieve his vision.
Bless you.
He's still learning.
Good fun. It's good fun.
He's getting the hang of it though. I think he's quite competent now.
He's very good, yeah.
The trees are really, really important. You can't have a woodland without any trees. So I've been to see the tree nursery 3 or 4 times just to make sure we're getting the right ones, the right size and the right shape. Yeah, it's nice to see a bit of greenery, isn't it? It's nice to see it going together. I've had quite a few sleepless nights already, really, and we're only a few days in. I've been working for months on this build to put all the structures together before we got here, so but it all comes to a head, doesn't it, when you're on site and you're putting the finishing touches together. Can't wait to see what it looks like at the end.
Dave, what a fabulous little garden. It's an oasis of calm in the middle of a crazy show.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a woodland escape where you can relax.
Yeah, and green bathe.
Yeah, that's the idea. So we're surrounded by all these woodland plants, a very sort of calm, delicate palette to try and bring a sense of calm to the space.
It really does. I feel very relaxed in here, I have to say. And the level change, even in a small garden, works so well, doesn't it?
Yeah, the levels are nice. They add a bit more space. I think we've got a real nice sense of enclosure.
Yeah, and it gives you a really good perspective looking over the plants and through some of the trees. And the planting does change, doesn't it, from the front to the back?
Yeah, at the front we've got some taller grasses and flowers like you might get in the edge of a real woodland. And then when you come in, the planting changes a bit. The greens get a bit stronger and deeper, and then we've added some purples, and there's just tiny highlights of flower so that it feels like a natural space.
Yeah, it does. I love the way you've knitted the plants together, and the spacing of them just looks absolutely perfect to me. You've got some fabulous trees in here. I mean, they're beautiful specimens, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got some really big hornbeams at the front, a couple of nice field maples and some birches to create that woodland feel. You can't really have a woodland without the trees.
That's true. We've been a bit worried about you not getting enough sleep, Dave. Can you relax now?
Yeah, I think so. Well, the results have come out and we've done really well.
Yeah, you got a gold medal.
Yeah, gold medal, and then we won best in our category and best construction for our category as well. So the team have been amazing on this. I'm really proud of their work and everything they've done. Like, it's a real amazing achievement, I think.
Well done. That is what we call a clean sweep. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.